Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Well, who knew that this sandwich would be the secret to making money online? Hey, it's JK here, and I'm going to explain everything that's been wrong with every other course you've ever purchased, unless you purchased one of mine, that is, by showing you this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's right, every other guy shows off fast cars, hot girls, private jets, but I'm going to give you a picture of a third grader's lunch instead. So why am I showing you a picture of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Well, it's because success online, and I mean real success, doesn't come from secret tools, it doesn't come from secret knowledge or gurus, it comes from just two ingredients. Just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, actually. My name is JK, like I said, and I'm tired of buying programs and courses and training that talk about all of these crazy ideas that add so many ingredients that you just don't need in a simple sandwich. There's so much hype, so many tools, people talking about the next great shiny object that you need to have before you end up poor and alone, that I need to inject a little bit of real business sense into everybody and take things back to basics because basics work. So in this training video, I'm going to share with you how you can actually make money online no matter where you are in the world right now and no matter what your skill set is. And I'm not going to do it with crazy $1 million screenshots or a brand new Lamborghini I just bought. Instead, I'm going to tell you what the real two ingredients are right now. Are you ready? Here we go. Number one, you need to have a thing that people want to give you money for. And number two, you need to find people who want that thing. That's it. Nothing else, no extra ingredients, no BS. Anything else that's out there is just there to try and justify itself and make it seem like it's a necessary ingredient, but it's not. Now, you wouldn't add mayonnaise to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and then try and think about a reason it would taste good, right? It's just not going to work. Now, you may or may not know who I am or have purchased some of my training in the past, but that really shouldn't matter because I'm going to prove myself to you right now with some good old-fashioned common sense. So first things first, 2 years ago, I completely shut down my business. Why? Well, it's because I'd stretched myself so thin that I actually didn't have the time or the resources to actually make any more money. And that's an important thing for me. I like to end every month having earned more than I did last month. And I just couldn't do it. I'd hit the wall. I was not able to break through. So instead of keeping the status quo, I completely shut down my business. And yes, I am a little bit crazy if you're wondering. But here's why I did it. If this was happening to me, it was bound to happen to my students who relied on me to increase their earnings every month as well. So I needed to plan the best, the fastest, the most reliable fix to the problem, and it had to be something easy to understand so that even the newbiest of newbie students could start doing it as well. And finally, 18 grueling months later, I finally did it. Now, I didn't actually know what I did, but it felt like I was onto something, so I called my mentor. Now, I'm not big on name dropping, and actually my mentor won't even allow me to drop his name, but he's an 8-figure online entrepreneur. And yes, I said 8 figures as in he's worth $10 million a year. I respect the hell out of this guy. So I bugged him and bugged him and bugged him to get on Skype with me, and when he saw my blueprint, his mind was blown. Those are his words, not mine. It wasn't fancy. I did not reinvent the wheel. In fact, what I had done was the exact opposite. I took those two ingredients that you need in business, having a thing that people want and finding people who want that thing, and I found a way to do it, not just in a very simple way, but in a way that I can automate so I could actually fix the missing link in the process. So we talked for hours about this, and it was already pretty late when I called him in the first place. And we decided to give this to a few people who were still beginners in their business and had never really had much success. And here's what they said. Jay, I'm amazed, bro. This thing you gave me is insane. Please use this as a testimonial if you're going to sell this thing. I've seen this stuff before, but the way you're doing it is crazy different. I've never seen autopilot stuff like this. Kudos, my man. Put me down as an affiliate if you put this out. David said, thank you so much for the early access to the members area to APD. JK, you're crazy for dropping this stuff out at all, LOL. Seriously, I've bought $97 programs that teach stuff similar to this, but you've got that stuff beat. I mean, beat solid. I started doing the free traffic stuff you mentioned. I won't let the cat out of the bag for you, and I've got 300 followers in my first 24 hours, 18 subscribers who paid me $5 to get on my list, and I made 4 sales already. That's $118 in my first day. Why are you giving this out? Ken says, hey, I just wanted to shoot you a quick report back about how it's been going in my first 72 hours. 21 sales, 107 subscribers, 1,134 followers, and $315 total so far. I'm going to jump into the paid traffic like you mentioned next. Should I do Bing or Facebook? Also, should I promote the Instagram page that I made? You see, none of these guys had their own product. None of them had their own list. They basically had no clue, no offense guys, because they were newbies, and they were, maybe just like you, being thrown from one shiny object to the next, trying to find something that worked for them. And this did. So I decided to turn this into a full training instead of just a basic idea, and open the cage to let this animal out online for a stupidly low price just for a few days to see what it can do for people. And I want to let you know exactly what's involved before you jump into the members area. It's called Auto Profit Daily, because names are hard for me, and that's basically what it is. It's an automated way to make a profit daily. Here's how it works. Remember when I said that you need your first ingredient? It's a thing that people want? Well, instead of creating your own thing, we're going to ethically steal someone else's thing, and people are going to want to buy that from us for 100% commission. And we're not just going to put any old thing in front of the audiences that we find. We're actually going to use proven products and funnels that are actually going to convert. Oh, and don't worry, I'm going to give you the recipe to find these products. Actually, it's the recipe to find dozens of products. Oh, and the audience? Well, don't worry about that either, because I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can find these audiences that will not cost you a penny. In fact, you can actually make some pretty decent cash just by finding these audiences and not even selling them anything. And then I'm going to show you how to automate the process after you find this audience so that you make sure you grab every penny from every potential buyer and you leave nothing on the table. So it's kind of like having a robot that makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day long. Okay, I hear you. Enough with the peanut butter and jelly. But this thing is going to take you less than 60 minutes per day to get going. And then it's just about scaling it up from there. So look, if you're ready to step away from
the 75-step ninja secret strategies
that don't make any sense and that you don't really need in the first place, and actually use something that's proven to work, not just for me, but for people who are total newbies and beginners, then you are in the right place. Oh, and just to make things a little bit sweeter, I'm going to enact my 30-day refund policy. Not because I don't believe in the product, but because I know that you've been screwed over just like I have, and I want you to have 100% peace of mind. So here's your 2 choices. Number 1, go back to being railroaded by the secret ninjas and their secret BS. Or number 2, partner with a real entrepreneur who tells it like it is and join a community of like-minded people just like you. But here's my advice. If you're already 70 steps through the 75 ninja strategies, then go ahead and finish that. And when you see that it's more trouble than it's worth to make $12.32 using that secret crap, then come back here and do something that actually works. So click the buy button below and get started. Oh, and if you do so during this 7-day promotion, you're also going to get private access to the members group on Facebook, where myself, newbies, and veterans all discuss ideas in a public place to make this thing even better than it already is, as well as a ton of other free bonus stuff as well. So you can spend the same price as a McDonald's Happy Meal, or in the case of my girlfriend, a pumpkin spice latte, or even the price of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And you can do that with no risk on your part to see if this business model is right for you. Or you could pass it up and save a few dollars for a rainy day. But let's say that I'm 100% wrong. Let's say that you can't get this thing started, that you can't find a product, you can't find an audience, and you can't automate anything. And you can't find any value in hours of content, checklists, cheat sheets, private members area, bonuses, case studies, walkthroughs, and more. Let's say you can't even tie your shoes. Well, if nothing else, isn't it worth $7 to see how a successful online entrepreneur grows his business and that of his students every month without failing? Well, if you think it is, then click the button below and head right into the members area right now. And by the end of the day, you could have your first funnel set up and rolling to the bank. I'll see you in there.